Okay, so I did my top 10 on Irish immigration to the United States, and I learned a lot of really interesting facts. Um, so back in the 1800s, the Irish came to the United States and also went to some other countries like Canada to not only gain freedom, but also because they were suffering from the potato famine. So their crops became really infected, became red and brown, and just weren't edible. And so this led to starvation. It led to kind of economic crisis. And at the time, Great Britain was actually in control of Ireland in so many ways. And so they weren't receiving the help they needed. They knew that America was this amazing place full of opportunity and religious freedom. The Irish were very Catholic, and England at the time was not. And so many also went for religious freedom. The journey was very long. It took about a month for them to get there. And you can see on this map that they went to a lot of different cities over time. But first, they kind of arrived in that Northeast area, Boston and New York City. When they got here, however, they did not receive the warm welcome that they were hoping. They were really kind of ridiculed and outcast from society. The Americans didn't like these newcomers. They didn't like their new religion. Most of the American immigrants had been Protestant, and so this actually rose so many issues that the Irish had difficulty even finding employment. This help wanted sign, no Irish need apply, was a legit sign that they used all the time. So basically the Irishmen and women just did dirty work and dangerous work. They were building canals and sewage systems, trains, washing linens, being maids in homes, just kind of like the grunt work of society. And a lot of you don't know, but Bloody Monday was actually a day in history where in Kentucky, a bunch of groups of mobs of Protestants actually went and attacked a ton of Irish homes, even burned people's homes, and people were actually killed that day. So it was actually pretty intense. Over time, the Irish began moving up in society. They fought in the United States wars, the Civil War, World Wars, and gained some respect from that. And they started seeing a lot of political improvements just as they became more of a political powerhouse in the US. So people like JFK, tons of Hollywood actors, they're all Irish, and they really honed in on their Irish ancestry. And just to end this presentation, because I know it's supposed to be kind of short, a lot of our society actually has hints of Irish culture. I kind of put up some obvious ones like Irish dancing that we have in the United States, and Irish pubs and bars and restaurants, live music, Irish Celtic music, the Celtic woman. The bottom picture is a river in Chicago that every St. Patrick's Day they actually dye green. Chicago has a really big Irish ancestry, a big presence there. And so we all know St. Patrick's Day. And I think many of us in this class are Irish. My great-grandparents are Scotch Irish. And so I'm 1/13 Irish, I think, or 1/17, something around there. And I just think it's really cool to learn about all the hardships that they went through. It makes me grateful for the fact that because they didn't give up, they actually made so many contributions to society. And I think it's important to learn about their history. And just to end, Irish Americans are America's second largest ethnic group. The German immigrants actually are number one in terms of European immigration, but a study showed that 32 to 34 million American citizens considered themselves to have Irish ancestors. So pretty cool. If you want to learn more about Irish immigration, there's a lot of great websites on Google, or you can talk to me. Thanks, guys.